All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Abadia, back at it again with another Lord willing, edifying video for the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Before I get started, I would like to say call Halayim like Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rechaha Kodash. That is to give all praise and glory to the one you call God, Hebrew name being Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, Hebrew name being Yahweh Shah, through the Holy Spirit. I would like to give double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, the minute I learned the truth from. And I would like to say Shalom, Wabarakam, Labakayim, Shah Yasha'Allah, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely waiting and enduring until the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. I'm going to title this lesson, The Song of Moses. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it cuts the Christianity philosophy that everybody can be saved and delivered and everybody's going to walk in the kingdom of heaven, join hand to hand, no matter what nation you comes from. You know, that's contrary to the scriptures. So, I'm just going to jump right into it, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 15. It says, and I'm going to start at verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast. So this scripture right here is talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, beginning with the 144,000 men slated to reign with Yahweh Shah when he comes back. They're going to be the next government body in the kingdom to come. But it said they got the reign over the beast. How did they get the reign over the beast? Well, first and foremost, they're not going to take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. All right. They forsook all these philosophies that America has taught. A do as thou wilt, and worship any god that you want, and be a homosexual. Let your women rule over you. You know what I'm saying? No, they forsaken all those ways and came back to the law, statutes, and commandments of their power, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shah. And only the Israelites can do that, man. You have to be a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian, all right, through your father's lineage, because those are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, based off the curses in the scriptures, based off the prophecies. The whole role that we have proves that we're the Hebrew Israelites, all right? So it says they got the reign over the beast. They got the victory over the beast, all right? It says, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass having the harps of the Most High. Now that sea of glass is those what you call UFOs, which are the chariots of the Most High. You're going to have the elect pursuant to the book of Matthew. I believe it's in Matthew. You should be caught up to meet the Lord in the sky. Or maybe Luke. I think it's in Matthew. Matthew or Luke. You should be caught up with the Lord in the sky, and forever you should be with him. That's going to be the elect. And they're going to be looking at the destruction of this place, this earth, mainly Mystery Babylon, which is America, the whore that rides the beast. And they're going to see the destruction of them nuclear missiles hitting this place, man. So it's going to be like a sea of glass, right? Mingled with fire, though. Like it said up in the first part of verse 2, it says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. And it said that they had harps in their hand. So they're about to sing a song. They get ready to play some music, right? This is spiritual, though, because look what it says in verse 3. And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. So these servants of the Lord that's going to be delivered, it says they're going to sing the song of Moses when they're caught up in what you call UFOs to meet the Lord in the air. So let's go to Exodus chapter 15 and let's get the song of Moses. Let's see what they're going to sing, because it said they're going to sing the song of Moses, man. So let's read it. That's why the scriptures say what? Let precept be upon precept, line upon line, here, there, a little, there, a little. All right, let's go to Exodus chapter 15, and we're going to start at the first verse. It says, and this is the song of Moses, or Marshal in the Hebrew. This is what he sung when he got the victory over delivering his people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And this is America is nothing but the second Egypt. All right, it's the revised Roman Empire. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all the wicked kingdoms before it engulfed in one. It's Babylon, but it's the second Egypt. That's why the Lord said, I'm going to send you into Egypt again with ships, pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy. Right? So, and the book of Revelation says what? I saw their dead bodies lie in that city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. So we're going to get delivered out of Egypt again, this spiritual Egypt, which is America. All right? Then we're going to sing the song of Moses once again. Lord willing, we be those men that get beamed up. So let me get that. It says, this is Exodus chapter 15, verse 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord. Did it say all nations, or did it say the children of Israel? When you read about the 144,000 in the book of Revelation, does it say all nations, or does it say 12,000 from this tribe of the nation of Israel? 12,000 men from the tribes of Issachar, 12,000 men from the tribe of Benjamin, 12,000 men from the tribe of Judah, 12,000 men from the tribe of Levi, on so forth and so on. It doesn't say 12,000 men from the Elamites, 12,000 men from the Hamites, 12,000 men from the Ammonites or the Moabites, damn sure not the Edomites, which is you so-called white people. No, it's talking about Israel. So it says, Exodus 15, verse 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is my power, and I will prepare him a habitation. My father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Verse 4, Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. So before we go either further reading the Song of Moses, this is beautiful for the children of Israel because they're getting delivered, but they're singing about the destruction of Pharaoh and his army. So if the elect that gets chosen on this side and to be delivered, or they're going to sing the Song of Moses again, the Song of Marshal, then they're singing about somebody's destruction. So whose destruction are they going to be singing about? For you Christians out there that believe everybody can be saved, whose destruction are they singing about? Because Egypt was a kingdom, right? That got taken down. The Israelites that get delivered are going to be singing about a kingdom that's going to be taken down, that they're going to be delivered out of, man. Keep in mind that the Israelites were in captivity under the Egyptians, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. So they're in captivity today waiting to be delivered, man. There's nothing new under the sun. It says, verse 5, the depths have covered them. They sink into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, have dashed in pieces the enemy. Hey, that's a beautiful point. He said, thy right hand have dashed in pieces the enemy, right? Well, the Lord told King David that he was going to bless him with that also. And we know that the house of David, the tabernacle of David, is being raised up in the last days. So whatever David is going to receive, the elect men of the nation of Israel is going to receive, man. So let me get a quick precept real quick. See what I want. Yeah, man, because the Lord is not coming back to save everybody, contrary to popular belief. Bear with me 1 second. Let me see what I want. Yeah, let me get I think it's Psalms I want. There's one in Isaiah too, but not Isaiah chapter 2, but there's one in Isaiah also. This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Right? So that's one of the glories and blessings that the elect is going to receive from their Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the elect men of the nation of Israel, man. You know, no other nation is going to get these promises, man. And let's read it in Revelation, because the tabernacle of David, the 144, is going to get what David was promised. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So there you go. That's what the Lord does when he brings down a kingdom and nation. He dashes them to pieces, man. So let's read verse 6 again. Exodus chapter 15, verse 6. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, have dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And who has risen up against our power and pride? The so-called white man. Didn't the Lord say being a homosexual is an abomination and they're supposed to be put to death according to the law? But here it is, the so-called white man in his law say they can marry and be given in marriage. That means you rising up against the Most High, man. So you gotta answer to that when he comes back. When he sends his son, Malak Yahweh Shah, to come back and get rulership over this earth. You gotta explain to him why you said homosexuals can marry, man. Verse 8, he says, and this is the song that we're going to be singing. We're going to be singing about the destruction of America, man. Just like we were singing about the destruction of Egypt, ancient Egypt. Verse 8, and with the blast of thy nostrils the waters were gathered together, the floods stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. And this is what the so-called white man is saying right now, beginning with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, these wicked banking families. They're saying that they're going to come and spoil us and divide us and pursue us. You're going to do that to the 2/3. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do that to the elect. You can't get the victory over the elect. So your plans of martial law and instituting the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, and FEMA camps and checkpoints all over this earth, and you know what I'm saying, troops and militias patrolling the streets and having curfews and lockdowns of cities and states, that ain't going to affect the elect. That's not going to deter the elect from their power. But that's judgment for the wicked. All right. Verse 10. Thou didst blow with thy wind, the sea covered them, they sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. It says, thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto the holy habitation. He says he has led forth the people which he has redeemed. Right? Now, one of the curses that was slated to happen to the Israelites in the book of Deuteronomy was that no man shall buy you, which means no man shall redeem you. So guys like that came up and tried to deliver us out of our situation, like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Nat Turner and all these guys, they couldn't redeem us out of this situation, because the Lord, our Father, Yahweh, put us in this situation. And he chose a certain spirit, which is Malak Yahweh Shah, to be the one to be able to redeem us back to him. All right? No other man could redeem us back to the Father except Yahweh Shah. That's what it meant by no man shall buy you. But now the elect have been bought with a price. Scriptures tell you that. But let me get that. Let me prove what I just said in the book of Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. The God of our fathers raised up Yahweh Shah, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him have God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. So the Lord died so that we can be redeemed back to our Father, man. Verse 14, back in Exodus chapter 15. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. All right, so there go you Palestinians. talking about y'all split up the land, or y'all fighting for the land over there with them Amalekites, them false Jews. That land don't belong to any of y'all. The Lord gonna judge y'all too, right? Verse 15, then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. Who's the dukes of Edom? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. These are these elite central banking families. They're gonna be amazed because their ass is finna be brought down and thrown in the hardcore bondage, man. All right, they're not gonna escape judgment, even though they done built these bunkers, these $1 million bunkers and all this bullshit. They ain't gonna escape judgment, man. It's already written in the scriptures. Hey, matter of fact, let me get that. Let me get Edom judgment real quick. This is one of the books they like to run from, but you gotta bring it out. You gotta bring it out. This is, let me see what I want. Yeah, let me get, this is book of Obadiah chapter 15. No, this is book of Obadiah verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. Then are we reading in Exodus chapter 15 that he's going to come against the inhabitants of Palestine, that the dukes of Edom shall be amazed? It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done upon thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah, because all y'all got rich off the back, the blood, sweat, and tears of the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. All of y'all stole our riches and got fat off our work. So y'all got to pay for that. Y'all gotta go into slavery on us, man. Verse 17 says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. There goes Israel again, man. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, as both kingdoms, northern and southern kingdom, because we know the kingdoms were split up, going back to Jeroboam and Rehoboam after King Solomon passed away. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and they shall devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So there you go. Let's go back to Exodus. This is the song we're going to sing. We're going to sing the song of Moses about Edom ass. This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 15. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. Why? Because their ass is finna fall out of power. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. The mighty men of Moab are going to be trembling. Let's get Moab judgment. Why is Moab going to be fucking trembling? Because they despised us too. They be saying shit about us too. Then they came over here in America and got rich off us too. You know? This is Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 3. An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord forever. So there you go. That's judgment for you goddamn Moabites. So this is the song we're going to be singing, man, that Revelation spoke of when we getting beamed up. About y'all heathens judgment, man. So let's read Exodus chapter 15, verse 15 again. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Hold on. All the inhabitants of Canaan, all you motherfucking Canaanites, man, are going to melt away. Which means y'all ass going into slavery too. Let me get y'all judgment in Joel. You see how I'm going to these different chapters to get the judgment of these motherfucking heathens? Because that's what they are, the heathens, man. They're slaves to the Israelites. You know, but first Israel, beginning with the elect, has to come back to their power so they can receive power. Because you ain't going to receive no power from the so-called white man. All right? It says, this is Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, that's the time that when the Lord's getting ready to deliver us again, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. That's talking about World War III, right? So the Lord is pleading for his people Israel, man. So where y'all get all this, everybody joining hands one in one, man, Christianity bullshit doctrine from? I'll tell you where you got it from. The damn devil, the so-called white man, the deceiver on the earth. Verse 3, it says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? And he mentioned Palestine again, because that's you fucking Arabs in the slave trade. But Tyre and Zidon, they were the Greek way, the Greek names of the way of saying the coast that was off that area of, Africa, where they was during the time of Ptolemy, the Greek Empire when he was reigning. Those were the trading coasts, Tyre and Zidon. So those are the Greek names to represent you fucking Canaanites, because we know the Arabs had a hand in bringing us into slavery, and you stinking ass Hamites during the transatlantic slave trade, man. So he says, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? So let's go back to Exodus 15. Keep in mind, this is the song that we're going to sing in them chariots, man. So it says, the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab trembling shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall be as still as stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over which thou hast purchased. See, the Lord has purchased us, man. But how did he purchase us this time? Through the blood of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. And they gonna be still until we pass over and come back down to them chariots to put their ass in slavery, right? It says, verse 17, thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Lord, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which thy hands have established. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. There we go. So that's the point. The Lord is going to reign forever and ever. That's the song we're going to be singing in chariot, about the downfall of our enemies, right? That enslaved us and got rich off our slavery, man. So I didn't want to make this too long. These lessons don't got to be too long, straight to the point. That's a song of Moses, man. That's a song that we're going to be singing, So with that, I hope the elect was edified, the hopeful elect, wherever they may be. To the next time, I say shalom.